Welcome everybody, this is your boy Mujere and the football season has officially started. Brand new leagues, brand new challenges, and your favorite YouTube channel has got a brand new name as well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to it. Welcome to the Soccer Huddle with your boy Mujere. Welcome to the Soccer Huddle. This is your boy Mujere Waiz. I am still the ordinary guy, just with a different name. Hit the like button there if you really love our new name. So from now on, we'll be called the Soccer Huddle with your boy Mujere, or just the Soccer Huddle. Hashtag the Soccer Huddle. Welcome to it, everyone. Welcome to the Soccer Huddle, where we discuss football matters, where we discuss and share my own opinion on all things football related. We obviously go international, go local. It depends on what the day looks like. It depends on where we want to take it. So, Aratoming, the EPL has started Friday night. Full swing. The EPL in full swing. And we saw some exciting matches. We saw some controversial matches. And we saw your ordinary and exciting matches. So, where do we start? Where do you want to start? Let's just dive into the Friday game. The league champions, or the current league champions, facing a newly promoted Burnley side. Manchester City going 3-0 victories to Burnley side. What I think about it, I'm like, yeah, you know, the champions were really welcoming the championship champions into the league of the elite. And I think for some points of the match, Burnley played well. They created chances, but unfortunately couldn't take them. And a team like Manchester City, if you don't take your chances, you are going to regret it. They're going to bury it. And if they've got an alien, a goal scoring machine, 18 penalty, 18-year clinical striker, they will punish you. Chances that he got, he took his goals brilliantly. Those were strikers' goal. The first goal was just a striker's instinct. You could see when the cross was coming in, he was already getting himself in place to go get the tap in, or to go to anticipate the pass coming to him. And that is a striker's instinct, which my favorite team, Manchester United, we don't have at the moment. So Erling Haaland is one of the one of the lethal strikers you can ever have in your team. And if given a chance, he's gonna bury you. He's gonna teach you a lesson. So Manchester City really showed Burnley side, but I think Vincent Kompany can take some positives from his team. They pressed Manchester City. I think they had a plan, but unfortunately they were playing one of the best in the world. And if you're playing one of the best, well, it takes 1 or 2 chances for them to just bury you alive. So a moment of brilliance from their lethal striker, and a second half goal as well to clinch it for Manchester City, going 3-0 in the opening game of the EPL. So yes, I'm still saying this season Manchester City have set the benchmark, and Manchester City for me are the favorites to win this league yet again, unless someone pulls an Arsenal, but not like Arsenal, an Arsenal challenge, not an Arsenal to bottle the league. So hopefully it's going to be an exciting league. Hopefully someone will really, really challenge Manchester City at the top. Now we go to our second game. Obviously I will not tackle all the games. I'll just give you guys also the result of the other games. So we go to the one played, the Arsenal versus Forest. I know Arsenal supporters are going to hate me for saying this, but there were instances in that game where I felt like I was seeing Arsenal last season towards the end. So that we can understand. There were instances where I saw Arsenal last season. And it was the Arsenal that dominated the league for 48 weeks, and the Arsenal that bottled it at the last weeks of the league. Because the first half, Arsenal were brilliant. I felt Arsenal were brilliant. They could have scored more than 2 goals that they got. And second half, for some reason, I think they pulled the brakes on. And I thought maybe the Bananore, it's an easy win. They've already secured the game. They've already secured the 3 points. and Batoma relax. And that's when the Ilanga came in, Apacia high, fresh legs. With Ari, is it Ari? Let me just, the Nigerian striker, his name correctly. And they injected pace, they injected fresh legs into the game, and they caught Arsenal in the break. And they scored their goal, and which made it a very interesting 10-15 minutes last of the game. But Gabonor Arteta has learned from mistakes. He's learned from his past mistakes. Alatela Gabriel in and close shop. And I think that's what you need to do as a team. Sometimes you don't have to play fancy football. Sometimes you don't have to even try and get that third goal. Just close shop. You've got the 3 points. It's the first game of the league. The Caprices in America, I think you could even see these Wabang players were not up to standard fitness level. So you just need to give your players a rest. First game, get the 3 points on the board, and start the season on a good note. So I think what Mikel Arteta did, he just did that. He saw Horno. Forest, I think they are coming. So he threw in Gabriel. I'm like, Gabriel, go and secure us the 3 points. And I think that's what they did. And that's what sometimes you need. You just need to close shop and defend and get your 3 points. I think Arsenal this season, for me, I see them go top 4, but I don't see them challenging for the league title. For one reason and one reason only, and I've said this to people, many people already. The last week, Arsenal, before even Gabriel got an injury, I said Arsenal need to buy a striker. They can't compete with Nketiah and Gabriel. And I was saying this because it's evidence of last season. You can't depend on Gabriel. If you look at Jesus, how many goals he scored last season, if you look at Nketiah, how many goals they scored last season combined, I don't think those strikers are players that you're going to compete. You can take and compete with Manchester City, who their top striker scored 30 goals, or record scoring goals shot. So you need another striker. And for Arsenal last season, if you look at it, the goals were shared among the front four, Shaka as well. So you need a striker, you need a clinical striker that can give you 20 goals. A Harry Kane, a Lewandowski, Osimhen, that can help you compete. So for me, Arsenal, they need to get a striker. I think the mid-level now, they're sharp. They've got Jorginho, Shaka. They just bought Rice. They've got Partey. So I think they sorted there. The defense is sorted. For me, they just need to go and get a striker. And maybe they can win the league this season. But if they can't do that for me, I think they will still go into the top 4. Remember, they're playing Champions League this season, so they can still go top 4. But the league, man, never. We go to the Sunday game, Chelsea versus Liverpool. What a entertaining game that we saw. And I saw Liverpool playing McAllister and Slabosla. Hey, let's Sabosla, if I'm pronouncing right, in the middle of the park, and Gapco. And I knew from the word go, I was like, that midfield is flat. If Chelsea, if Chelsea can play through that middle, they're going to give Liverpool a problem. And we've seen that. Chelsea dominated the midfield, because you could see where Gapco was playing out of position. McAllister is a 10, he was playing as a destroyer, and which, given that that was not his position, he played really well. And Sabosla, he was playing 8, and he also played good, but it was flat. It was like Man United yesterday, against Man United on Monday playing against Wolves. Midfield of Mount and Bruno didn't work. It's the same as Liverpool, but Liverpool almost caused Chelsea problems, because you could see Liverpool's front three are way better than Man United's front three. So with Liverpool's front three you can get goals, and they did score, and unfortunately it was ruled out by VAR. Chelsea also scored, also was ruled by VAR. But for me, it was an exciting game, end to end, and any team could have taken the 3 points. And for me, a draw was a well-deserved result for both teams. I think a 1-1 draw, and I think they played. This is the 4th game in a row they play against each other, and it's a draw. Chelsea and Liverpool. So coming back to the last one, my Man United team. I thought we didn't have sync in our team when we played Wolves. It was like a new team that has been put, a new 11 that has been put in there, and for me, I was like, sure. Are we competing with this team? If this is our team going forward, I'm sorry, but we are not going anywhere as Man United team. We got dominated by Wolves team. Is a manager not just a week ago. Our manager has played with this team for pre-season, but when it came to deliver the product, it didn't work. Mount and Bruno don't work. It's like playing two number 10s and you leave a gap in between Casemiro and the back four, and our midfield is flat. I'm sorry, but we are. But because we are linked with Amrabat, if you can get him, at least someone that can help Casemiro in that midfield, just to get control of the midfield. I felt our back four, as always, back five with Onana played well, even though Wolves created so many chances, but it's because the midfield was allowing Wolves players to penetrate and to infiltrate our defense. So we need to do something. And our front three, I've said this countless times last season, or we do not create enough chances for number 9. Rashford was non-existent in the game, and it's not his fault. He was playing out of position and they were not creating chances for him. I thought Sancho coming in from the bench would feel something new, and Ale Eriksen, and that's how we got our goal. I think they contributed to Man United's win yesterday. A win that I would take any day, but we didn't play well. And as we say, it's a smash and go, and we did a smash and go, and yeah, I think that's how we do. So now, just to look at the other results, Tottenham and Brentford, a beautiful game at the G-Tech Stadium, Brentford Stadium, yeah. 2-2 all draw, all goals coming in the first half, and Brentford could have won it. Mboma, I think, missed the sitter as well. And yeah, we'll see what the new coach, I'm gonna look for his pronunciation. I don't wanna give bias one first, but yeah, life without Kane has started, and they start with a point, and Newcastle trashed Aston Villa at home. And for me, that was, if I were to say the surprise game of the weekend, that was the surprise game, because we all thought Aston Villa coming to this season were favourites as well to compete in those European places, and getting trashed 5-1 by Newcastle, a team Elohoring obviously in the Champions League and finished third or fourth in the league. I felt maybe Aston Villa could have given them a run for their money, because we saw what Unai was doing to the end of last season, and we thought it's a continuation with the new players that he brought in, both Tielemans, Paul Torres. I thought maybe they might give Aston Villa something, but unfortunately Newcastle were too good and too strong for them. Brighton beating Luton Town 4-1 as well. West Ham and Bournemouth drawing 1-1. Sheffield Crystal Palace getting the win there. Fulham beating Everton at Goodison Park. And yeah, those are the games. So the next games will start again on Friday as well. So yeah, and Manchester City is playing a UEFA Super League on Wednesday. So that's another trophy that Pep can get his hands on there to add to his wardrobe or cabinet of trophies. So let me know what you think as well. What was your surprise game for this week, and what did you think of your team's performance for the first game of the league season? Until we meet again, remember Friday or Thursday we are doing our EPL. Hey, I got 40 something points. Hi guys, I need your help there. So until we meet again, remember prevention is better than cure. Don't risk it unless you visit. Thank you, and I'm out.